Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, they're only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. Mm-hmm. Hey, Wolverines! Cesaro's and Fringe History. Stephen Jones, Mr. Badlands, Willie Plays. Bryce is here, Big Spicy Burrito. R. Heights, FBI agent. Member Berries, I'm member. Master X10. Oink is in. Dark Cowboy, Gone's back. Hey, good to see you again, Gone. Jacob's in. BCN, Travis. Sushinuchi? Was that even close? Right? Sushinuchi, that's got to be close. Little Yappy Licks is in. uh, Ashley's here, Brandon's here. Footy Surfer says, love your videos, hello from Wales. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And from Wales, nice. Yeah, we've got a large number of people from the UK and surrounding regions. Actually, I've said it many times, and it's true. In the earlier days of this channel, it was largely the UK region that kept this place afloat. It seemed like they were a decent percentage of our overall view, but of our regular crew, the ones that were with me all the time, they were a huge percentage. Hey, Jeremiah, good to see you. It is, in fact, a Friday, and a free-for-all would be preferable, Lick says. Free-for-alls are always preferable, Licks. Well, around here, that's I think that's kind of a given. I got to come up. I wrote one. I think we're going to do, well, don't you guys, how frustrating is it for you guys? And I have a propensity for that. I will start talking about a subject and give 3 unrelated sentences back to back as my mind tries to focus on which way to take it. I'm sure you guys are used to it by now. You're just like, I'm just going to read something or something until you get back on track a little. What I was trying to say is I bought that new camera to do sketch comedy, and now I'm dying to get some sketches done. So I got a short one. Maybe I can get it done today. Wolverine says, by the way, dibs on every drop of sticky stuff. No, what, Wolverine? You share nice. Now stop. I told you everybody's allowed to bring a fanny pack for extra sticky stuff, but we have to share. From Serbia, nice, Ivan. Serbia. I can't even do accents anymore, and I don't know where I lost that. I think I've mentioned that to you guys. Like back when I was doing stand-up, I was never great with accents or with impressions. But if for the sake of a joke or something like that, if I wanted to, do a Russian accent or a British accent or French or whatever, I was passable. In other words, I could do it and people would know what the point was I was getting at. And I just lost it for some reason. One of the chair shots must have been the dialect chair. Share the sticky stuff. That's right, Jacob. Hi, Super Luigi. Permadibs, Wolverine says. Oh, I know. Pink Guy was so cool, Master X. That's a treasured moment of internet time, though, right there. Papa Frank with Pink Guy. God damn, he was so funny. And that to this day, oh my gosh. Play nice, kids. Sticky stuff is for everyone. That's right, berries. Everyone needs to share. STFU is still one of my all-time favorite songs. That we talked about that, Jacob. You should start on OnlyFans. And I told the guys, I had told the gang before. I said, listen, if you really want me to, I will. But the only thing I have to put up on that would be like personal stuff. And so we talked about it in the stream. We were like, yeah, that was probably not as good an idea as we thought. Yeah. Well, hashtag it is our buddy Cesaro says, did you see WWE as those TVs for the fans? Yeah, I guess the digital fans that they've been bringing in, weren't they putting things on their screen like a KKK meeting and like a snuff film or some shit or something? Come on, you had to expect that was going to happen. It's the internet. Sticky stuff Saturday or Sunday? Hard to say for sure, Jeremiah. Probably not Saturday because around noontime I got to run out to Spaz Kids College. I got to bring them some more supplies, and I usually take them to lunch while I'm out there. Sunday might be a go. I don't know if it'll be a sticky stuff stream though. It might be. I'm trying to get back to Minecraft. I was going to do that yesterday, but then I got tied up with extra shit yesterday, and I couldn't. Rick says dibs on all Wolvie's sticky stuff, so he gets none. See, Wolverine, you're bringing the masses down on you, bro. Morgan says my mood was oof before I started streaming. Hi, Morgan. I hope everything's going okay. I hope you're feeling all right. Morgan's had some personal loss recently, and I hope you're doing as well as can be expected under the circumstances. Lick says kind of randomly, man, I sure do love having an expired credit card. I can get it in the drawer here. I don't know that I have any expired ones, but I can give you some maxed out ones. Zeno says, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, my friend. Hey, today's the day. FFA Friday. Yes, sir. With the sweet sticky stuff. Oh, yeah. Morgan says, thanks. I am hanging in there. Grandma will want me to laugh instead of cry. And agreed. I think that's the case so much of the time. I mean, that's what when I go, I hope everybody gets together and has a good party and has a few laughs. And seriously, that would be my wish. I don't want everybody being sad and shit. Life's too short to be sad. And I will, if I died in the next moments, I've had a great fun life. There's no sense in being anything but happy. Did I just set it up to where I have to die before the end of the stream? Oh, that sucks. Tiamat says NBA are the deer in the headlights. The players don't know what they want. Yeah, they're just, I don't know. It's rolling over the top. What it is going to do, though, I can say all of this stuff, guys. Unless things take a dramatic turn over the next couple months, it's going to get Trump reelected. I think there's a little doubt about that. Daryl said, hey, Daryl, good to see you again, pal. I often get funny looks when I get YouTube ads with sexual noises. Daryl, we were just talking about that. Now, Daryl, you got to help me here. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. This will be a test of my memory. I've always said my memory shocks me how well I remember things about you guys when you guys know how much difficulty I have remembering anything from moment to moment. Now, Daryl has been with us for a long time. He doesn't get to be in with us in the streams nearly as often as, you know, everybody's got daily lives. So I don't get to talk to Daryl often. Daryl, you're UK, correct? Did I remember that right? I'm curious. And if so, also, Daryl, how long have you been with us? We've been talking about the gang that's been with us for quite a while. You've been here for a long time. Lick says, God, everyone else gets cool YouTube ads. I just get children's toys and religious propaganda. Oh, yeah, I would definitely take the children's toys ads over that. Correct. Now, see that? To me, that's impressive. It's, I'm sure it wouldn't be to normal people, but the memory being so bad, and Daryl will tell you, how often, you know, over the last year or so, we've talked a handful of times, right, Daryl, on stream, stuff like that. But that stuff stays with me. Now, I can't remember where the fuck I'm from, but I remembered where Daryl's from. And it's not like it came up a long time. I know Daryl's been with us. I mean, the only one we have regularly here that I know of for sure that's been with us any longer than Daryl is Steve. You guys have seen him in the streams a lot lately. Assassin Exization is his screen name, but Steve's been with us since like within the first month and a half of starting, but Daryl wasn't an awful long time after that. And it was funny because I was just talking about how the people in the UK kept this channel buoyed in the early years, and Daryl was one of them. So was Steve. Brandon says, my favorite hobby is jacking off to weird ass shit on the internet. Can't fault you for that. That's a quality hobby. Hobby. You can't have hobbies anymore. Now it's a hobby, but that is a quality hobby. Ever since Time Warner fucked you up. Oh, Jacob. Yeah, remember those fun days? Goddamn Time Warner. And then Spectrum took over, and I had hopes for that being a better situation for about, 13 minutes, and then I realized I was same shit. Money in my mind says I'm watching your Papa Franco reactions. Yeah, I miss old Papa Franco. I completely understand. I think it was cool the way he laid it out for all of us as to why he wouldn't be making sketch comedy videos anymore. So I understand it. But boy, it's sad not seeing him anymore. I want to do that again, BCN. He says, I remember when you were betting on horses a while ago. That was never a regular thing. It was just once in a while. I used to follow horses closely, and I don't follow as close anymore. Um, but I'd be betting and be like, oh, let's do a live stream and stream the horse races, see if I could win. I pretty much lost every time I think we streamed. Not surprising. Oh, L says I found you because of Papa Franco. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, those are some fond memories. You got again. You guys know my sense of humor, so it's not anything of a surprise at all that I'm a huge Papa Frank nerd. Wolverines was here since the written portion of the tuning exams. That's going way back too, because the obviously Naruto was the first anime I watched in continuity ever. But I'm going on my faulty memory money in my mind. That's why did Papa Franco quit? But basically, he wanted to pursue his music, and he also I know he had some health issues as well. And doing those characters and those voices and everything, if I'm remembering correctly, I don't think we're helping with the health issues at all and stuff. So I get that because we're going to be doing sketch comedy again here at the channel. So, well, I'll give you guys a sneak preview just because you're here in the stream. There is somebody else that will be reappearing relatively soon. It might drive a lot of you away, but we'll see what happens. He's coming back, and I don't even know. Is your voice like it used to be? Fuck you. It's close anyway. Throw him on the floor. PM off JPN stepping down. SJW's. Okay, I'm not following, Arthur. I'm not getting the acronyms. PM private message off. JPN stepping down. SJWs will take advantage. Oh! Prime Minister of Japan stepping down. I read it as it was just a typo. Off instead of yes. I saw that Abe is stepping down. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see, Arthur. Yeah, I did see that earlier today that Abe was stepping down. Oh shit! It's your boy. Lick says. Barry says, "Hell yeah!" That little scumbag. He's back. Rumor is Jingles is walking the halls again. Yeah. Yes, Willie. Slow fucking Joe. Dennis says, "Hey Curtis, love the reaction. Any chance you can upload the FMAV videos on Patreon? YouTube has been beginning to block them, including the finale." Dennis, the episode 64, I have re-uploaded to the Goosh over at Patreon. They haven't hit any recently. The only one I know of that's been taken down entirely was 22, and then 64. 64 is up at the Goosh. The other should be available. I guess I'm supposed to get notified, but somebody said some of them are not available in certain countries. We all know there are ways around that though. But no, I haven't bothered with uploading them because again, they've been largely left alone except for a couple. And I don't know why that 22 was the one they came after to take down altogether. It makes no sense to me. Xeno Games, old fan, the puppet returns. Me, the F is that. You'll see soon, Xeno. That's Slow Joe. He used to accompany me on our adventures in yeah. It's gonna be one of those days, guys. In the chat site. Omega, thank Wolverine says look for next post. Okay. I was here since Lee versus Gara, if I remember. I don't think I commented much back then. YouTube channel Dragon Spheres. Oh yeah. Dragon Spheres, yeah. Tiamat. So that was early on because Lee versus Gara was not only early in watching Naruto, I mean in the story, but didn't I watch this is where my memory gets bad. I watched that first, right? Didn't I watch that fight individually before we decided to watch the whole series? I think so. Daryl says I missed Shit Simi and the poop on his forehead. I know, Daryl, they ruined him though. Every other day, you never know with Shit Simi. first they took them off the internet. Now it's just on the app. I still have the app on my phone. But some days you'll go in and he's the same crazy ass psycho Simi that he always was. And other times you'll go in and he's completely nerfed. I don't know why. They kind of ruined him. Wolverine says, I would have no issue with Shao Tucker if he simply used consenting adults. Science requires sacrifice. Well, yeah. If it was adults, Wolverine, I don't think that would have been nearly as hard hitting. Oh, guys, I gotta Cthulhu says, shout and take me money. Guys, I'm gonna have to leave you for just a second with the fill-in Spaz Chair or Spaz Chair Junior. I've got a little bit, it's not an emergency, but I'm having work done on the front porch and he needs a hand with something real quick. Hold on. I have to go down to, let me catch Gons. If you had another kid, would you rather it be stillborn or native price? What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ, Gon. In case anybody wasn't sure it was Friday, Gon just made sure you knew. Would you rather be stillborn or name it price? I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, feel free to abuse them. Hold on, I'll be right back. The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. That was just a little something extra for you. I figured now, how many of you are violently vomiting at the moment? If you're not vomiting, my work here is not done. Rhea says, what the fuck did I just walk into? That's right, Ivan. Your eyes deserved that. Hold on a second, guys. Let me check. I didn't even think. Did I miss any super chats? Nobody super chatted while I was gone, did they? I don't think so. I think we're okay. Keep forgetting what a bitch it is now to be able to check super chats because YouTube made that tough too. Last year in this crate was where he saw the goose clip. Barry says, just came in my pants. Yeah, okay. Take it all, sexy lady, Rick says. I don't even know what inspired that. It's Free for All Friday. Any other day of the week, if I came in, that thought probably would not have even crossed my mind. Rangiku would be proud. Oh, Zurazul. Oh, just even thinking about her. Rangiku. Those, I mean, those titties are just like playing in a whole different league, whole different level. They're just, god damn. And she's not even at the top of my waifu list, but based on titty alone, holy shit. Next post, if Censor Susan will show it in chat. Oh, if Censor Susan will show it in chat. Okay, Barry, gotcha. I got what you're saying. Zoom games, we called the chair thick, just to let you know. This chair, I gotta admit, this chair hasn't been as obnoxious as the original Spaz chair, but it's no friend of mine. He's not as obnoxious as Afro Mike here. Money in my mind says you should check Meat Canyon sometime. Perfection. Yeah, people have been talking about it. I'm not really looking for anything new for reaction vids. Rick says, and you just found what your OnlyFans is for. Listen, if that's what the content I post on OnlyFans, that is going to be one lonely OnlyFans. Evangelion, yeah, we talked about that one a lot, Michael. Again, it would just be a case of if the gang at the Goose votes it in at some point. But yeah, we've talked about Evangelion a lot. Mr. Badland says if new people came in when you were gone, they probably thought you went into cardiac arrest, or even worse, if they were here early and had to go away for a minute, because early on I was saying something about today will be the stream that I die in. And then I didn't even think of that. You just said that. Then they come back in the chairs here by itself. It's like somebody's got to be coming in going, did any of you fucking guys call 911 or anything? And somebody's thinking that I'm dead on the floor and all you guys are just talking shit to each other and making comments about Spaz share and stuff. Brothers from Other Mother says, hey, Curtis, perfect sell here. And I just saw you walking with your shirt off and I was like, perfect. Yeah, okay. More JoJo in my life, Croissant Snow? Oh, yeah, there's always room for more JoJo in someone's life. That's one of the things. See, I can't make a mention of that because I'll be ruining a surprise. Never mind. Christian friend says, I'm about to call the police on you for not noticing me. Well, I haven't had a good beating with a nightstick in a while. So that might not be all that bad a thing. I don't even know. Is that even a thing anymore? Do the cops beat you with a nightstick anymore? Do they go straight for the guns? How does that work? I'm old school. We got beat with nightsticks. James says, notice me, mudda. Coin says, question, there are a lot of regulars here, but are there any people you remember that used to be regulars who don't come around anymore? Oh, sure. Well, especially, over all the years that we've had the channel. Sure. I miss a lot of the old gang, but it's nothing. There was never any fallouts or anything like that. And a lot of these, most of them, I still have contact with on other forms of social media. They just have other things going on in their life. I miss Mel. She was with us for ages, from way back. Gilly was here forever. I mean, going way back. There's lots of people. Daryl says, I like to stand outside church and blast death metal. Nah, Mr. Badland says, now when you were gone, we were calling you thick when you stood up and praising Satan. Well, praising Satan, that's kind of a given, especially on a free-for-all Friday. Did you watch the RNC last night? So what did you think? I only saw clips from it, Thomas, so I can't really give an overall take because I didn't sit down and watch it. I just, again, saw some of the clips this morning. Typical fare. I think they. I mean, you can't really comment because if you're watching clips, you're only seeing the better moments. So what I saw looked like a good convention, good speakers. Seemed like Trump did an okay job, but again, that's not really a fair assessment because I only saw highlights. Barry says, I'm old as fuck. I've been here for maybe 7, 8 years, and I've watched Spaz Kid go through puberty, graduate high school, and now get into college. I feel old and I'm only 17. It's amazing, isn't it, Barry's? How, again, I've always said the one adage, overused adage, that holds the most holds the most truth for me is that time flies. The rate at which time speeds by is just stunning, absolutely stunning. Steve, we are just talking about you, pal. That you guys that have been here all along, we are talking about the early members of the channel, and Steve, Assassin Xization, he's our oldest current member, continuous member. But like I said, it would be hard to beat him. The channel started in May of 2001, and I'm sorry, 2011. It's close, only a decade off. Started May of 2011. Steve was here by, I think, by July. Zurzul, I think U.S. elections would be better if they had to wrestle Super Slam style for their positions. Cage match for the office one. I'm for that. And I think it should be the same candidates that come up through the system, like in this case, Trump and Biden. Because come on, watching a couple guys who are true badasses fight, that's fun and everything, but we can turn on the UFC for that. Watching a couple almost octogenarians try and break each other's hips, now that'd be some funny shit. Yes, I agree with that. That would be some good stuff. That'd be can you imagine Biden and Trump in a fight? I gotta give the edge to Biden on that one just because he's crazier. I think Biden would have the crazy man strength in the fight. I think there's a big part of him that's just fucking nuts. And I think Trump is as soft gets. So I'd have to give that to Biden. Brother E says, we're talking about how long it's been since we're here. Shh, I've been here since Happy Wheels. Oh, those fucking Happy Wheels. That's going way back. It is. Out of everything done here, including anime, RVB is still my favorite series. Really? That's interesting, Brother E. Yes, Happy Wheels was fun. Then YouTube went, might have been, was that pre-Susan before she took over? In any event, YouTube went on the rag for a while about Happy Wheels videos, so we had to push them to the back burner, and then never got back to them. I had fun with those. Those were a blast. Derek says, have you seen Trump's absolute fucking dumper, though? And that could, I'm with you, Derek. I mean, that man's got a big ass. And as somebody with a big ass myself, I can tell you that can come in handy in a conflict, in a fight. But I don't think he's got the physical skills to go along with it to take advantage of it. I just came here so I could hear you spitting shit. Kristen says, Trump would grab Biden by the pussy. Okay, that's pretty good, Mr. Badlands. Tiamat says everything is Susan's fault, even before she was born. That we can all agree on. Yes, it is Susan. Look what I sent you on Patreon. I did. I already responded to that, brother E. I responded to you over there. Let's see. Mr. Badland says, I've been here since your first SimSimi video. I was a naive 9-year-old. Yikes. That searched up SimSimi on YouTube and got you guys. Oh, Simi was back in the day. I will admit, when we first started talking to SimSimi, I started it. I was aggressive towards him before he was aggressive towards us, but he took it to whole new levels. He went in places we never would have imagined. Zeno says, been here since DBZA. Now I am here. Zeno, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is one of the, wow, it's such a classic anime. I think like One Piece. It's always going to be, as an anime fan, I think it's always part of, you know? Hey, Cheyenne, good to see you, hon. I'm here. I'm not dead. I've just been busy writing my 2 senior theses, but I got told you missed me, so here I am. We always miss you when you're not here, Cheyenne. I miss y'all and love y'all a lot. I'm here alone in an apartment at GU right now, and it feels like zombie land. Spaz is going through a similar thing, Cheyenne. I feel so bad for him because, you know, he's an RA on campus, but they can't go out of their own buildings. So the only thing he got lucky with is his best friend at school is also an RA, and he got assigned the same building. So he's got somebody to pal around with. But the experience for him, and I'm sure for college kids throughout the nation and throughout the world, is so different now. And it makes me feel bad that he's not getting that full experience. This is your last step before adulting becomes the full-time thing. And I don't know. I just feel sad that he's not getting to experience it the way he should. But I mean, it could be worse. At least he's getting to be on campus and everything. But yeah, he there's just not so much to do. Back prior semesters, he could last semester I'd gotten him a car. So him and his buddies that are RAs could take off, go get food down in the city and stuff like that. And I don't know. It's just sad. I mean, for all of us having to deal with the things that we are. Zombieland. That's one of my all-time favorites, though, Cheyenne. Just even mentioning that double tap. But Cheyenne sent us, I'm sure she won't mind me sharing this with you guys. As you guys know, we're all Disney World fans, big Disney fans in my house. And Cheyenne used to be a cast member at Disneyland. And Cheyenne said she's going to be doing, as she alluded to there, some moving around here in her future. So she packed up a lot of her Disney memorabilia and sent it to us. And it was so appreciated. It was so cool because the thing is, especially like the pins you sent, Cheyenne, my grandson is a Disney pin fanatic. So those things they went from having a special place to you to somebody else who's going to give them a very special place. He was so excited to get them. My wife just had soup for lunch. We just had some chicken noodle soup, both of us, for lunch, and immediately got out those Disney bowls you sent because everything in my house has to be consumed from something to do with the goddamn mouse. Greetings. Hey, good to see you, pal. Glad you're in. Saw says I like ass. I agree. Excuse me. Freaking beating up the Demo Gordon with a damn stick. I'm not sure what we're talking about, Christian. Ivan, when you went outside, I was just waiting to see if that pup would come alive in your absence. Around here, Ivan, that probably wouldn't even be the creepiest thing that happens on a given day. I know there's more people in here. I will. Yes, returning. Well, he's returned and will be returning more often here at the channel is this. Just go. So that's what he's talking about. So that would be your page. Oh, yeah, we finished Yu quite a while ago, Roland. Yu was really good. It's funny, with Yu, I've mentioned this to you guys before, though. But what really struck me about it is, again, I just started watching anime a few years ago when you guys got me into it. But yet somehow watching those older anime like Yu gives me a really cool nostalgic feeling. I know, that older anime style of animation is similar to American animation of years gone by, so I imagine that's part of it. But it just always struck me as kind of weird that I get that, again, that feeling of comfortability in watching something like that, even though I hadn't watched it prior to just a few years ago. I can only see a missing person in the chair in the background. God, I miss Spazkid. Oh, I know, Punster. I do too. He'll be back, though. He'll have an extended vacation over the holidays because what they're going to do, because they don't want kids, which is understandable, coming back any more often than necessary. So when he comes home for, if I remember right, Thanksgiving break, he'll be here just a couple days before Thanksgiving. He doesn't go back until into January. So we'll have him for a while then. Steve says, not a lot of people can say they were at the channel before Spazkid's balls dropped. That's correct, Steve. And you definitely were, yes. The feeling is probably some disease. Yeah, thanks, Derek. Hey, Carl Gabriel Kabusley? Since he's over the age of 18, is he a spaz adult? We talked about that, Punster. We talked about it with the gang. And as he was getting older, but we decided, we just, and I think kid is more of declaration of how you live your life than anything else. If you hold on to the fun things, I think you remain a kid forever. So we decided, yeah, he's still going to be Spaz Kid. Hey, Jack, good to see you, pal. Oh, lewd, before implying they ever drop. that's just so wrong. I keep waiting to see, because again, he's can't do a lot of moving around at school and stuff. I keep waiting to see him jump in here or something in the chat. He says, no, Curtis, I'm not talking about the Teen Titans post. It said, yeah, you didn't get a response to that one? The basketballs. I know exactly what you mean. Unless Patreon's having an aneurysm again and didn't send you my response. Yeah, the basketball video. Game says, everyone brings something from the past with them. I brought not that much, but I am happy I've gotten into anime. Anime brings me happiness. You know what, Zeno, though? That's absolutely true. I have never, and I can say this unequivocally and without any reservation, anime is by far my favorite form of entertainment I've ever experienced. More so than movies, more so than, American TV, sitcoms, anything. I just think they do pretty much everything better. I like their method of storytelling better. I think they make greater characters. I think they are more original. Right? There's nothing that compares. Anything I've seen does not compare, and I mean that sincerely. I do have the advantage too of, you got to remember, all anime I've watched with you guys, and it is so much fun to watch something together as a group. I mean, it's just like, to me, watching anime has always been like a big house party where you're watching with your friends. So there's that element of it. But even if something happened, if the internet died worldwide today and we couldn't connect until it was reinvented some years later, I'd still be watching anime because you guys have hooked me to it. But that added enjoyment is definitely there from having been a shared experience. Zerazol says, I think one of the reaction moments I remember most here, when Madara used Susanoo against an army and you said, that's too many swords, you cheated. Yeah, sometimes, Zerazol, something will come up or I'll have to go rewatch something for, to research to put in another video or something like that. But anyway, I'll see an old reaction video. And like that, sometimes I'll listen, see, hear the things that I said and did, and it's like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, happens more often than I'd like to admit to. Oh, calm down, dogs. Oh, okay, brother. He says, yeah, I see your message. Freaking Patreon didn't send the notification. At least you got to see it, brother. With Patreon, every once in a while they have seizures and they don't even bother to post my response. Wait a second, Mr. Badlands. Everything you said there is accurate. My titties aren't lopsided. They're big and beautiful and even. Do 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 do. I can make them dance for you guys. Do 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 do. What's your opinion on the Cake trilogy being removed? I'm not following, Blues. I'm not sure what we're talking about there. The Cake trilogy? I'm not following. I'm not up on that. I don't know what you mean. Super Mario Logan. Yes, I do know of him. James, did we react? You have to tell me the type of videos he does, because I don't know if we've reacted to it, but I know the name, so I know I've experienced the creator. It's like a good pair of titties, Funster says. Someone download the stream, record the shirtless moment. Portal Cake trilogy? Oh, see, I don't know anything about that, Philip. I don't know anything about that. Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Human Cake. Okay. I'm sorry. I was blanking out. Yes, I did hear something about them getting it. Am I surprised? No. My disgust with YouTube knows no bounds. Yes, I apologize, guys. I know what you're talking about now. The Cake trilogy. That should have been obvious to me. You guys know I love those. And that type of humor. Is so up my alley, even though I got to admit, it even made me almost want to puke, want to retch a little bit a couple times. But so I don't understand the taking it down. It's gross. So fucking what? If people like gross humor, who's hurt? And why do you feel the need to take it down? Who could possibly be damaged by that? You're talking about a gross activity. You're not talking about people getting their heads chopped off or something like that. You're talking about a bunch of over the top, silly, sick comedians doing some gross shit. And that's how hypersensitive we become. Oh, you can't host something like that. It was disgusting. Yeah, it was disgusting. So what? So if you don't like disgusting shit, don't fucking watch it. Pretty simple. Mm. Wolverine says, I'm a paying customer. Take off your shirt. Listen, just because of my background in doing such things, I got off my knees a few years ago. I'm not saying I won't go back down if the price was right, but the price isn't right. Oh, really? I didn't know this. Zeno says in about 4 hours, Elon is doing Neuralink progress revealing, and this is where we see an actual brain system on a computer. Really? That soon, Zeno? I'm fascinated with Elon Musk. I like him. I really do. He fascinates me. I'll have to look into that. I'd like to see that. Giggity Goo says, with what's going on in the NBA, how far do you think the NFL will go beyond kneeling? No telling. Sometimes I think it gets to be a case of each league wants to one up the other. I have no idea. I have no problem with the NBA canceling their playoff games if that they feel strongly about it. I mean, and it's the right to do so. Do I think it has any effect on the world in general? No. Do I think it'll have an effect on racism in America? No. But they have a right. They have a right to do it. If they don't want to play, don't play. The thing I think they're hurting the game a lot for future generations simply because ratings were already down substantially. And I mean, this has been over several years. NBA ratings have been dropping. They were down really bad this year, and I think you're going to drop them off more. So I think they're really hurting the opportunities for the future coming up in the league, but they got to do what they got to do. Gotta go, Daryl. Okay, thanks for being in, pal. Joey Joestar says, what's the truth? I've forsaken sin. My main problem was porn. I couldn't fight it. Now I can, and I win every time. I've never tried to fight porn, Joey. It's my friend. I keep it close to me. No, I didn't hear about this. Brother, he says, you hear about the Bella Thorne OnlyFans incident? No. She really caused a hysteria for simps in the last 24 plus hours. What did she do? I heard nothing about that. God damn, you guys know I'm usually fairly up on pop culture things and stuff. I heard nothing about that. Oh, Willie, would you rather go to jail for burning an orphanage or skull fucking a crocodile? I've also been here since Don't Die Dateless Dummy. Oh, that was fun. Is that the one, Willie, where Spaz Kid got designated as a level 30 wizard or something like that? Wasn't that one? And it would be a skull fucking a crocodile, clearly. Giggity Goo says at the beginning of the bubble, NBA was down by 45% in ratings. Wonder how it'll be after all this. Yeah, and again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they shouldn't be allowed to do it. They should. You know, in America, you can choose. Well, I believe you can choose to protest any way you want as long as that doesn't turn towards violence or harming someone else or someone else's property. I don't believe in that. And they're certainly not doing that. That's their way of protesting. That's fine. I'm just saying what I think is an inevitable outcome is they are hurting the prospects for those that will come after them. Because whether they like it or not, a lot of people aren't interested in athletes' political views. And they can cry and whine about that all at once and say, well, we have brains. And you do, and you have every right to express it. But if people aren't interested in you being political, they have every right to turn off watching your game. I mean, that's how life works. And I think a lot of people will just turn off watching the games because of it. I'm a huge Milwaukee Bucks fan. Have been since the mid to late 60s. And they have a real shot this year. I mean, they're one of the top contenders for the title. And I've grown so weary of all this and trying to keep up. It was difficult for them anyway, getting everything done in the bubble. And they finally got it set up. And now we don't know when games are going to be played again and everything. I probably stopped watching. And again, It's not because anything they did. It's just it's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the trouble of not knowing from day to day if you're actually going to play the game. And especially my schedule being as crazy as it is, if I sit down, it's like, okay, the Bucks game is going to be on at 7 today. Let me see if I can get this done, that done, and then the game just isn't going to be there. I don't have an interest in chasing it, so I'll probably just stop watching. Punster says I started an argument with an entire stream on someone else's channel, and I feel good that I have that kind of influence. Brother E says, "Oh, okay. She made $1 million in less than 24 hours by scamming people. $200 for her non-nude photos, and it's backlashing the entire platform and affecting other content creators." Was on the Times. Google it. Wow. Hold on. Let me see that. I'm curious about that. I'll be right back to the chat, guys. Bella Thorne. I'll put Bella Thorne scam. Let's see what the deal is. Ow. News. Is Bella Thorne's only fans page a scam? Fans are calling. Let me read this. Has it 2 million from her subscribers. Extra shocked. She announced that she would have a platform on the service known for mainly featuring adult explicit content. So Love Star certainly raking the money on OnlyFans. Some users are not thrilled with what she's been posting. Okay. On Twitter, screenshot has been circulated. The screenshot shows the fan paid $200 to get a direct photo from Bella, which the user expected to be sans clothing. I'm reading from Distractify.com too. I just like to give props. The fan claimed to get a bikini photo from the actress, which was received after the $200 payment was taken. Following the viral alleged exchange between Bella and a fan, other OnlyFans creators claim the platform changed its tipping policy. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I had heard nothing about that. Sounds like she's created a little bit of a kerfuffle. I just like when there's a kerfuffle and it somehow doesn't involve me. Edgar says, I'm at work, only slept 4 hours. Quick coffee. Yikes. I imagine professional wrestling schedules are brutal. I don't know how they perform so well on a little sleep. You, in the big time, Edgar, in any of the big organizations, yeah, you did a lot of sleeping in cars, while you're traveling. Hopefully not while you're driving, because you always had to carpool together back in the day and take turns driving, and a lot of times you'd sleep right in the car so you could make it to the next show and stuff. And yeah, it was rough on the boys. That's tough though. And see, I've never been a coffee drinker, but that's gotta be rough when you're used to having that caffeinated edge and it goes away and you only get 4 hours sleep. Yikes. Willie says, I don't use OnlyFans because all my favorite porn stars have a ton of free content. That makes sense too, Willie. So what you guys are saying is if I start an OnlyFans, you guys want me to keep all the porn content exclusive to OnlyFans. Gotcha. Yeah. Yes, Zurzul. Have you looked at the Dragon Ball Xenoverse games? You know what happened with me, Zurzul? It's a great game. I just suck. And I got tired of Xenoverse just because those types of games. I used to actually be decent at them. I was never pro gamer, but I was a decent gamer. But over the years of the chair shots and stuff, and age, I'm sure as well, the connect between my brain and my thumbs has slowed just enough that it frustrates the shit out of me in games like that. So I just got frustrated playing it. It's not a bad game. It's a great game. It just frustrated me. Gone says next post. Okay, I will watch for that. I missed the super chat. Oh, thanks, Wolverine. Thank you. I'll work this. How the hell did I do that? Oh, god damn it. Sorry about that, Yarborough. I appreciate that too, Wolverine. Is the golden cartoon containing hashtag Smash Mackie? Smash Mackie. I'm not sure what that's about, Yarborough. Golden, with this whole new House of Spaz thing coming up, will unfortunately probably be inflicting his own special brand of sweetness upon all of us soon. Yarborough says, ask you back when you're doing Epic Rap Battles history stuff. Check out Nom Nom Babies. It's by the same guy and you'd love it. React preferred, but solo watch. Yeah, I'm not, like I say, I'm not looking for any new reaction videos at all. Nom Nom Babies, I can make a notation of it. You see, I got my trusty notebook here. Especially if I'm going to be able to be getting back to doing the sketch comedy videos again. It's not that we'll be stopping reaction videos. I'm just not looking for anything new to get into other than the stuff I already watch. Let's see. If I'm asked what breed are your dogs? Sure, Ivan. No, well, we have the Mexican and the Texan. The Mexican is called the Mexican because she's a Chihuahua. The Texan, we're not sure she was a rescue dog, and we're not sure. We think she's definitely part wiener dog, but other than that, we don't know. You know, it's just a guess unless we had her history done. And of course, the dinosaur is a Mastiff. So we've got both a Chihuahua and a Mastiff running around here. Milog says, Bald Man, have you ever thought about doing a good candy too with one of your grandkids? That's actually not a bad idea. They're about the same age as Brax was back then, I think. Probably close. I think a little younger. My grandson is 12. My granddaughter's 10. I think Brax would have been about 13 or 14, I think, when we did that one. But that's not a bad idea. The grandkids will be in some of the sketch comedy vids, yes. The only reason one hasn't been put up so far is again, right now and until the end of September, I'm really keeping a heavy schedule because I'm getting all the videos done in advance, along with the daily stuff for when we go on vacation at the end of September. So once that settles down, you'll be seeing a lot more of those, but they'll be coming up. I've got a short sketch comedy vid right now. I got it scripted, got the script right here. And that one I'll be able to shoot with not without taking up a lot of time or anything. And I should be able to post that one. My favorite character, my hero, Sandra. My waifu in my hero is clearly Midnight. I know that's not what you asked, but I always go to waifu. Go figure. I don't know, guys. It's not Deku. I really like Kachan, but it's not him. And this is why I always hesitate on this stuff, because again, the memory's bad, and I'll say it's character A, and I forgot about character B. I don't know. No, Mineta I grew to dislike, actually, Nikki. I always said, it's funny you say that, because I always said Mineta was one of my great swings and misses, because initially he was a favorite to me, you know, little pervy character and everything. But he crossed over for me from being like that fun kind of pervy to just being that, hey, somebody needs to kick this guy in the face type pervy. Yeah. Oh, Toga. Yeah, now there you go. Only cast, you guys have to supply my memory for me. Now, how I blanked out on MHA and Toga, I couldn't tell you. Yes, Toga and MHA is one of the only anime I know where a villain is my favorite. Toga is just, again, similar to my honey Saris. I just love female characters that are strong and psycho. I don't know. It's just, and I don't mean that from a waifu perspective, even though Saris is way up on my waifu list. Just as characters, I think it's badass. And Toga with that, just being so goddamn delightfully stabby. Something about her. TMS's biggest disappointment is when Naruto stopped doing sexy no jutsu. I know, right? What the hell? Thomas says, going to Epcot in September and got reservation for the pizza place told us about. Can't wait. You're not going to be there same time we are you, Thomas? Oh, no, didn't we talk about that? You're going earlier. I think we already talked about that. You're going to be, oh, yeah, you'll enjoy it, my friend. It is so freaking good. Make sure and let me know what you think of it. It is, oh, god damn, that place is so good. That pizza is awesome. All the food there is good too. I mean, if you're with anybody that isn't a particular pizza fan or something like that, because my wife loves the pizza there too, but she gets other dishes as well. And so, you know, we go every time, usually a couple times while we're there, because I'm such a pig. And she's had a lot of their food, and she said all of it. And my wife's a real old school Italian, so it takes a lot to impress her, and she just loves all their food. As a matter of fact, I would imagine, Tiamat, that pizza is so good too. We'll probably be there more than once this time, because we're staying at a hotel that is part of the new gondola line that Disney has in place, which makes it super easy to get to Epcot. And making it super easy to get to Epcot will not bode well for me not becoming a real fat bastard, because it'll be too easy to just get on that gondola and go, you know what? Maybe I need a little more pizza. Brother E says, how much do you usually spend in total on a single trip to Disney on average? See, brother E, the thing is, that's something that's almost impossible for me to give you a good number on, only because we have trips that range from like this one with my wife, with two of us, to trips where we've had as many as 9 people with us. Depends on the resort that we want to stay in. If we want to try and put that little extra money together and splurge on a better resort as opposed to one of the lower ones. If you guys are asking, if you want to know because you want a estimate of price, I can give that to you, but you got to give me more parameters. You have to tell me like how many people are you talking, what time of year are you going, and what type of resort do you want to stay in, and I can give you a real good idea what it'll cost. But our costs for individual trips are all over the place because it all depends on how many of us go and everything. My favorite anime, I generally don't have a specific favorite, Yogesh. I have an upper tier, and that upper tier clearly contains Hunter x Hunter and One Piece, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and several others. I you know, as in hindsight, I think probably Violet Evergarden as well. Oh God, that was so good. I don't even remember where I watched all of Naruto, Kabil. It's been so long now. I don't remember where I was watching it by the end. I really don't. Lick says, "What's your favorite shirt that you own?" I've talked about that with my wife. I've got some favorites. This is one of them. I just thought this was so goddamn funny. The whole Titan. The one I have with it's where's my phone? Got it in my pocket. The shirt I have that contains this same picture, Komugi Meruem. That's one of my favorites. I just got a new tank top in. I got 2 of them in. One is Violet Evergarden, and the other one is like chibi style characters from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. So I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see. Seeing that Robin from Teen Titans makes me physically convulsed. Mr. Batman says, that is, I admit to it. You guys are 100% right that I'm completely fucked up that I like Teen Titans Go better than the original Teen Titans, but I do. And I'd be lying to you if I said anything different. And I can't make a solid case for why. It's just so goddamn stupid. It makes me laugh. It just really is. Nikki says, is Endeavor the worst dad? Your least favorite MHA character? No, he's not least favorite. See, the big thing with Endeavor for me is, as I said at the time, it's going to be a tough sell for me, the whole redemption of him, because you're starting at such a level. I mean, when you're abusive to your wife, abusive to your kid, you got a long way to go before I even think about redemption. But is he my least liked? No. To be perfectly honest with you, you could almost make a case for Sticky Balls, who was my early favorite. I think as a character, I like him even less now. He just strikes me as, it's not, his lechery for some reason is not funny and goofy like Sanji's or something like that. It's creepy to me. He just looks like he's going to grow up to be a sexual deviant. You know, he's going to be on a list somewhere. They just the way does he come across to you guys that way too, or is he just silly little goofball wants titties? And that's not how I see him anymore. It's like there's something fucking wrong with you, dude. I mean, seriously, you should be watched. Your favorite KY jelly flavor gone, says grape. You guys are my favorite egg type. Scrambled Licks. That's not even close. That's an easy one. I never liked him, but I'm okay. Philip says, basically like exactly as Cesaro saying, he's just cringe. I thought I was going to really like him at first, but I don't even think, Philip, necessarily just being gay even. It's just, he's just a cringe character as Cesaro said. He's just, and again, he's gotten worse as time has gone on. That exactly gone. Because he crossed over from being this funny, quirky little kid who just wants to look at some titties to being like, God damn, dude, there's some shit wrong with you. See, he strikes me as the type, and again, this is just my take on the character. when he grows up and he's 25, I'm afraid he's still going to be perving on like 12-year-old girls. That's how he strikes me. Thomas says, I definitely will. I go Epcot the 13th and Magic Kingdom the 28th. Oh, let me see what. Thomas, hold on. Let me see. Because for those of you who don't know, now in Disney, you have to designate which park you're going to be in on a given day. You can't park hop. Let me see. I don't think we're in Magic Kingdom on the 28th. God damn it. Hold on. I apologize, guys. Let me just look real quick for Thomas. I want to see what days we're in which parks. Okay, the 24th we're in Magic Kingdom, and we go back one other time. No, we're in Hollywood Studios on the 28th. Shit. We go back to Magic Kingdom on the 30th. See, obviously, in the old days, you had park hoppers. You could go to any park anytime, but now they make you designate which park you want to be in on a given day. Ah, shit, that's too bad, Thomas. It would have been cool. We're in the same park. Have I reacted to any anime movies? I've watched some, but I haven't reacted to them. You know, I've seen some anime movies. I think we did. We might have done. Didn't we do a? We did a face cam and timer with one of them. I take that back. Brother, he says, was just curious. Just because you go a few times a year, do they have like a membership to people like yourself who continue to go? Yeah, it's called. We a few times a year. Sometimes we get a few times. A lot of times it's only once. But yes, we have an annual pass, Brother E. And basically, because I do the math on all that stuff, as long as we go twice, the annual pass pays for itself. Because the park, when you factor in park admission and the fact that they give you 20% off on all the merchandise, and when you're there, if you have that annual pass, they have what they call photo pass, where the Disney photographers are taking pictures. You buy this photo pass package and you get all the pictures. That costs like $149. You get that as part of your annual pass. So when I add everything into it, as long as we go twice, it more than pays for itself. If we go once, it doesn't quite pay for itself, but it's pretty close. So yes, that's part of it. But the main thing with Disney, guys, if any of you guys go to Disney World, do not pay rack rates. There are always deals. And I love talking Disney. If any of you guys ever have questions about putting together a Disney trip or something, just hit me up on any of my forms of social media, particularly if at the Goose. I check over there constantly in the private messages. I can tell you what to look for, but never pay rack rate. There's always a deal to be had. And when he isn't spending time with his sons because he's I lost that, Mr. Badlands. Mineta hitting on Airy pissed me off. Yeah, he's just obnoxious, Mineta. I still think that was one of my worst swings and misses because again, we were just talking about that over at the channel because some people, I won't say get upset, but some people say, well, you're not giving this character a chance, but I don't give characters a chance. I give real-time reactions. So I'm always judging initially on initial reaction. And my initial reaction to Mineta was, this is funny. Funny little pervy dude. And then it was like, as we went on, it's similar to what those of you at the Goose saw with the episode I posted today. You guys know how much I can't stand smug, smarmy, obnoxious characters. Well, Geen from Bleach embodies all of that. But goddamn Geen does it so well. He's so real and so genuine about his obnoxiousness and that constant little fucking smirk he's got. I don't know if you can say I like him, but I like that he's there. and then, of course, he stabbed our little blondie and pissed me right off. But he's the first character overtly obnoxious. That anime has plenty of those type of characters, overtly smug, that I have to admit I like a little bit. And to me, that's a lot of the fun because I couldn't stand him at first for those reasons. But as you see more and more, it's like, and the episode I posted today is where he really went over the top because he just made me laugh. A couple of things he said, as much as he's an asshole, they were just fucking funny. Uh, so have you ever had your wife on a video? A couple times she's been in, Hunter. She just doesn't. She's the opposite of me. Fuck off, Train. You know, I'm an attention whore, and she's the absolute opposite. She's just very low key and doesn't like the camera and all that stuff, and she doesn't want attention focused at her. And me, if attention's not focused at me, it's like, come on, pay attention. I'll do something. Look at me. Look what I can do. Well, it's the fat guy you just saw taking his shirt off for y'all. That's me. Happy Friday, Curtis. Cool dude says. By the way, you interested in seeing Bill and Ted face me? Yes, I am. It's weird to see Keanu Reeves back as Ted after being in films like John Wick. It is, isn't it? Cool dude. Yes, very interested. I love the first two Bill and Teds. Yep, I could go for some gin right now. Lick says. That's why the Endeavor will die by the end of the series trying to redeem himself. That could be, Nikki. That could be. Yes, if when you guys don't get me wrong, if you guys have an opinion on something upcoming in anime and it's really legitimately just an opinion, you're welcome to say that. That's not spoiling. As long as it's just we've had in the past where some people have read the manga and will try and present it as, oh, I don't know if this will happen, but when it's like, yeah, you do. But no, when you guys want to drop your ideas about what will happen, that's not spoiling at all. As a matter of fact, I had thought similar things, that they're going to really go over the top with this Endeavor redemption, and it could end up to the point where he kills himself. And I'm thinking if he did, it would be killing himself in defense of his son or something like that, is what I was thinking. When's the last time you've gone to we've never gone to Disneyland. It's always been Disney World, brother E. And the last trip we had was December last year, 2019. Who do you like more, Madara or Aizen from Bleach? Like more? I'm not sure what you mean, Sandra. Because they're both villains. They're not favored characters. I mean, who do I think is a better villain? That's they're both great villains. Both great villains. For right now, Madara, but I haven't seen all of Aizen yet, so it's not. Madara was a fan-fucking-tastic villain. I just think he was fantastic in every way, shape, and form that you would create a villain. I think Aizen is getting to that point too, but I haven't seen the totality of what Aizen has yet. So we'll have to see where I am after Bleach is done for me. Walt Disneyland and the world are different. Jack Queen says, yes. Heretic. Aizen has the better voice. I agree with that too. I like Madara's voice, but yes, Aizen's voice actor is great. Yes, I agree. Really, I'm surprised any reason I haven't gone to Great Park. No reason specifically, brother E, other than that, being a Disney fanatic, I'm well versed in what goes on at Disneyland as far as I've seen video of everything you can imagine from there. And there's nothing there that attracts me over what I can see at Disney World. So when we're going to spend our money to have a vacation, there's never been the thought, well, let's go California instead, because there's nothing there. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on Disneyland. I'm just saying, for me, there's nothing there that would attract me more than what I can do at Disney World. That's the only reason why. Unfortunately, I can't stay, Ray Driar says, but I just saw your streaming, wanted to tell you to have a good day. Well, thanks. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Very nice of you. My least favorite anime I've seen? See, I've been very lucky, Kyle. I've said this over and over, because all the anime I've seen has come from recommendations from you guys. So I have yet to see an anime that I didn't enjoy, and that's the absolute honest truth. Do I have some that are my least enjoyed? Yeah. Probably the two that would be at the bottom of my list would be Keijo, because that was fun, and I had a good time watching it. But outside of the battling tits and asses, there wasn't really that much to it. And surprisingly, No Game, No Life just didn't resonate with me a ton. Now, again, don't get me wrong, I liked it. And if I didn't like it, I'd happily tell you guys. But I liked it. It just didn't come close to measuring up to a lot of the other things that I've seen. So that would probably be the two bottom ones. Kidro needs more fan service. Yeah, brother. Avatar: The Last Airbender was fucking awesome, Wolfpaw. That was one I expected to like. I knew a little bit about it because when Spaz Kid was little, he was a fan, but far exceeded even my expectations. I loved that. That was real. That was some quality freaking storytelling. Hunter, Notre Dame is lesser than Alabama. Well, Hunter, thanks for being in with us while you could. No, I'm only kidding. No, I've never Lex, I've never been out of North America. My wife we had wanted at one point to see if we could put together a trip to Japan because Spazka and I are dying to go to Japan. And my wife would love to see Tokyo Disney, but with her fibromyalgia, we're just not sure how she'd be able to handle a flight. And the cost to fly like in first class to where she could actually be up and moving around all she needs to and everything is just insane. It's not affordable. There's just no way. So I don't know if she'll ever get to that one. Philip says, "Good news. I'm going back to school." Oh, good for you, my friend. Bad news. I'm leaving work because of a hostile work environment. It also means less money to spend here. Well, that's the least of the concerns, Philip. I just hope you're able to listen. You can always be with us, no matter what. That's all I care about. But having to leave work because of a hostile work environment sucks donkey dick. I don't like anybody to have to leave any place because of hostilities. That's a bunch of horse shit. Because immediately to me that you guys know how I feel about bullying. There's nothing I hate more than bullies. And when I hear hostile work environment, that's immediately where I go. And it's like, nah, it gets my juices going. But going back to school, that's awesome. That's fantastic. I hope that all works out for you extremely well. It just sucks. Nobody should be pushed out of their job because of dickheads. Thomas says, "Would you be a trip to Mars? You could be the entertainment for the trip." At this point in my life, in all seriousness, I might, because obviously a trip to Mars would be wildly dangerous. And with my kids grown now and everything, it might be something that would be just tempting enough to go ahead and do. Maybe. What moment in anime pissed me off the most? That's tough, Punster, because I'll forget stuff. Obviously, immediately when you think of being pissed off, you go right to Shao Tucker and what a piece of shit he was. And as we talked about the other day, Arlong, that scumbag bastard, that pissed me off. There's Captain Magma. Yep, that dirtbag. Yep, absolutely. I don't know. I don't know that I could come up with just one. Sakura with the knife. That you're right. That pissed me off. You are right, and I'm not a Sakura hater. I don't like her. I mean, she's not a favorite character, but I don't hate her. But Cesaro's right. That whole thing with the I don't want to take out your eye. So you stupid twat. What the fuck? You're a medical ninja. Pop that eye out, bitch. That drove me nuts. Oh, I don't know, Genetic Genesic Kaiser. Say, Curtis, did you have a character that everybody called really nice, but you found them stupid despite their supposed niceness? I may have. I don't remember that specific feeling. I don't remember that. It may have happened, but I don't remember that, that specific dynamic. Kind of want to hate bang Sakura. Yeah, Jack. I could understand that. She just pissed me off in that. But that's a testament to anime and the writing that it gets you that wrapped up. I remember watching that scene. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? He's going to show up and you're not going to take this guy's goddamn eye out. Whoa. Well, thanks, Yogesh. I appreciate that. No strike music. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who do you think would win, Toph or Gara? That's a tough one, Wolfpaw. Sand against Earth. I don't know. You guys are better judging that than I am. I'm not good at breaking down, different power levels and stuff. I really don't know. Introduce Captain Magma to Kenny. Yes, there is, especially because I'm several days ahead now in watching. Is again because I'm getting stuff set up for when we go away. So please no spoilers, but I'm currently watching Kenny and Brother Coochie fight Pretty Eyes. Fucking Kenny, dude. How can you not love Kenny? He shows up You know, him and brother Coochie, and they got Pretty Eyes here that they need to take out. What's he do for? He wants to go fight fucking Ichigo first. Immediately, it's like Kenny, calm the fuck down. Then they're trying to fight Pretty Eyes, and they start fighting with each other. It's like Kenny, easy, bro. Take focus. One thing at a time. Philip says, I'm a little late in the application process, so I got to take what courses I can get. I'm also not sure if I actually got in. They're still waiting on my transcripts from my last school, so I can't resign just yet. Oh, okay. I hope, Philip, nothing but the best, brother. I hope that works out for you. That would be so cool if you could, A, get out of that horrible environment, and B, further your education. That'd be fucking fantastic. That would be great. Joseph said, what's your opinion on Kizaru? Personally, I love him because he just looks high all the time. Yeah, you know, and it's funny. We talked about this before, Joseph. Really, Kizaru, judging by how I typically feel about characters, would not necessarily be one of my favorites, but it is. His whole chilled out, laid back demeanor just strikes me as funny. He cracks me up. I just like him. And in fairness, excuse me, now a name's gone on my head, guys. The other admiral, Aokiji. I was just about to ask for help. Aokiji is somebody who typically I would like more because he has shown to me a lot more decency throughout the show. But there's just something about, as you said, Kizaru. It's just hard not to like him. Zek says top 3 One Piece villains. Again, I'm not. See, when we do those lists, guys, that's why I come here to do them. When we do, you know, my favorites, this or that, I come here to live streams, and the gang helps me pick them out because I forget too many things. But as far as top, if you mean most hated, I can give you number 1 is Arlong. I fucking hate Arlong. That, which I will admit, that makes him a good villain. If somebody can make you hate them that much, and they're supposed to be a villain, they obviously are, and they're doing their job. I despise fucking Arlong. Captain Magma would probably be right up there with him, though. Now, I know that's only 2, but right off the top of my head, I think those 2 would probably be comfortably in my top 3. That fucking scumbag Arlong. Oh, I hate him. Kizaru, yeah, I know Zurizel. Oh, how scary while nuking it off. Yeah, I can't help it. I just like his chilled out demeanor. It just cracks me up. Jack Queen says we should do favorite anime titties at some point on pure titty quality. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, even though she's on my waifu list but didn't get the top, Rangiku, if we're talking titty quality, holy crap, she's tough to beat. I mean, there's plenty of contenders out there, but wow. Cool Dude says, remember when Goku versus Superman was everywhere on the internet? I'm sitting there like, why is this even a debate? Goku is clearly better. I was never a Superman fan. I just couldn't get into it. Well, that's what happened with me too, Cool Dude, because I've told you guys before, going back to my day, I was a huge Batman fan as a kid. And back in that day, it was always Batman versus Superman. Well, if you're a Batman fan, you automatically had to dislike Superman. So you carry that stuff from childhood. And I love Goku. So obviously, I've always been in Team Goku on that. Oh, Faye Valentine is a pretty good contender for the titty quality list. I'd say I would agree with you, Slough. Yes, I would agree with that. Who do I despise more of, Aizen or Akainu? This one, Brother E, I've got to hold on to the ability to amend this because there's still more of both of them to come. At this moment where I am in both series, Akainu, right now. That could easily change. It could change tomorrow because I don't know what's going to come up next. Milag says, to be fair, Sakura had a lot of time to take the eye out, but that's from our view in the anime. It could have been seconds like in DBZ. This planet will explode in 5 minutes, but it takes 20 episodes. Yeah, true, Milag. You're right. Anime likes to keep time at a different pace than do the rest of us. You are correct. You watched a lot of Batman stuff back in the day? Yeah, Kyle. The original Batman, the Adam West Batman, that was my first passion in entertainment. Sports were there too at that time, but in entertainment, that was the first thing I ever had a passion for. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to hang it up. This was a fantastic Free for All Friday stream. It really was. I had a great time today, and I admire all you guys for being willing to stick it out, even though I took my shirt off about halfway through. Kudos to you. Not paying for any carpet cleaning or anything if you puked. If you puked, that's on you. You knew it was free for all Friday and you came in here, so you knew something like that could happen. But guys, thank you again. I love the streams every day, and you know that. But the free for all Friday ones are just so crazy, so ridiculous, and I love them so much. So here it comes. I've been brewing this special free for all Friday sticky stuff. Well, for a week since last free for all Friday. Yeah, you probably knew that, but it's good. It's good shit. Let me tell you, it is high quality shit. The more I'm still working out, still training and everything, so I think that's affecting the quality of the sticky stuff. You let me know what you think. Get ready for this. Make sure you got your sticky stuff fanny packs for any extra that you want to keep. And Zeno Game says, "Bye, Gooshers," with 3 cups of sticky stuff, and I'm going to give you lots more than that. Pampu pampu. Free for all Friday sticky stuff for you, for everybody. Free for all Friday sticky stuff over here. Free for all Friday sticky stuff over there. We're all glowing. We're all feeling so. We're just feeling calm and wonderful, and just a little turned on. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashily like Buggy. And as always, most importantly and most intensely on Free for All Fridays, goosh, 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 goosh. Mm. Goosh.